Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. There's some room. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that 1st down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on 1st down?
Caught, and he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Runs through a tackle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll go right back to it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Georgia! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Let's talk about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
There's a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. On the ground, it's Phillips. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
He'll field the punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tide ready to roll on offense. Russell on play action. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Russell, under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Cross. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Georgia lining up to fire it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wants to pass it. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage, man. You want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Back has it. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Right on the money. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. After an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Bulldogs engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Hill. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. A strike downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On target. Finding some room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Give to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run the option. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Complete to the left. Lowers those pads. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. This is a design run. Running toward the goal line, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here.
95-96 Prince. 95-96 Prince.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Handoff for Frazier. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! that his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And the defense drags him down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26.
22.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll take it himself. Maybe a crease. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
From the red zone, it's Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Wide open downfield.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Using his feet. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that gargantuan fourth down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's got him. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Calls his own number. Plows through the defense.
This is a huge third down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last two plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the third down basket and go to your best player. Not overthink this.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, 4th quarter, 4th down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this to tie us up in the final minute. And it's good! possession.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Russell. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He might want another play. They'll test the right side. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Direct snap. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time. They jump on top here in OT.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.